Critics and the fans are raving about this hit new teenage drama. I know you've heard about it. It's called Sterling Point. It's from writer and director Megan Park, who also, by the way, is the executive producer on this series. Yep, she's a badass. Look at her. The show follows Annie Jacobson, who inherits a remote island in Canada after the death of her estranged grandfather. While she's there, Annie uncovers long-buried family secrets, builds new friendships, and, yep, finds some romance.
Okay, turn. Okay, but now I'm like, what do people do? Like, how do people do this?
Do what? What do you mean?
Like, be with someone, like, not, we're obviously not in a relationship.
Right.
But it's just occurring to me that I literally have no idea what to do or, like, how to be in this context. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I kind of know myself pretty well in other ways, I think. Like, I'd like to think that. But with this, I'm like, oh, I'm a baby. Like, I'm a newborn baby. I'm an idiot.
But you're not an idiot.
Well, kind of. It's not even a bad thing.
And that's the thing. First on CBS Mornings, Megan Park, we're happy to say, joins us. That's the thing. It's the dialogue, Megan.
Yes,
I was just going to watch one episode because I go, okay. I ended up watching all 8 of them. I have some thoughts.
And
I can't wait to hear it.
I
can't wait.
But I'm so excited about what is happening to you in the series and the cast. The idea comes from what for you?
I mean, it started out just as my mom was adopted, and I wanted to do like sort of a nature versus nurture sisterhood
That's key to the storyline, yes.
Yeah. And I just, the characters kind of came to me, and I wrote the pilot, and then from there, Josh and Stephanie, who created the OC and Gossip Girl, came on board, and then from there, it just kind of became the show.
But let's talk about the dialogue is what sort of drew me in. They're talking about body insecurities. She said somebody has sex for the first time, and she says, how do you know what to do? Did it hurt? Did you like it? That is such a real conversation that people of any age have. When it comes to body insecurity, I say, well, could you turn out the lights, put on a blindfold, and wear some gloves? But somebody was talking about, I don't know how to handle this.
Yeah.
How do you tap into that so beautifully? And it's not just that, it's all of the different writing and the storylines.
Well, I was a young actor acting in YA for many years, and I often felt like I wasn't saying things or talking about things that felt authentic to what I was actually experiencing. So I feel like I have an extra high kind of radar of wanting to do it justice a little bit, get it right. And I do say the dialogue out loud as I'm writing it. But then also, you cast these young actors who are the age of the characters, and it's like, does this feel how you would say it? Does it feel authentic to you? And so you kind of collaborate along the way to make it feel organic.
Yeah, because art has changed so much over the last 20 years. Yeah. What might have been written by older people back in the day, we would have thought was natural sounding dialogue. We now know, we look back and go, oh my gosh, how did I ever find that naturalistic?
So cringe.
But today, Generation Z and younger people, they can sniff if it's not authentic. And that's what people are writing about, that you've been able to elevate this to a level beyond just young adult.
I also think I'm not thinking about writing young people when I'm writing it. They're people to me in my brain, and then I'm not trying to put lingo in. I think that's when you start to just
That's when you trip yourself up.
Exactly.
You're like, that's skibbity. People would be
just like that, Vlad. Yeah, exactly. You proved your point.
But if it comes out naturally from the actors and it makes sense, then great.
As Gayle mentioned, you are a badass. You wear so many hats. The question people usually ask is, what's difficult about it? But what's good? What's great? What feels awesome about wearing multiple hats?
I love that question. It's really, really satisfying, I think, to watch these young actors become so confident. They get 8 hours of material to kind of sink their teeth into and to sort of pass the torch to them and give them sort of the autonomy to what do you think? Like, how do you want to say it? And it was really satisfying as somebody who was a young actor to really watch them kind of come into their own by the end of the season and just have so much confidence.
Put their fingerprints all over.
Yeah, it was very satisfying.
Their careers are changing too. Mark 100%. Ruffalo's song, I didn't even know he's Mark Ruffalo's son.
Yeah, I didn't either.
You didn't either?
No, not when he read, no.
Not when he read.
Yeah.
So their careers are changing. It's picked up for a second season. You said you don't really want it to be a love story. You don't really want villains. You just want normal life, although I do want Annie and Ellis to be together, just saying. So you're picked up for a second season, going back into the writing room. What are you most excited about? Because now you've left it in such a way it could go so many places.
Now I'm scared.
You are?
Well, now it's, people know the show, they fall in love with the characters, they want certain things, so the bar, I feel like, is even higher. But I'm Team Annie and Ellis too.
Okay,
together.
that's good. That bodes well.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see how New York has affected Ramona. She's now spent some time in the big city.
Yes.
And like, what have Annie and Ellis been doing on an island all winter?
Yes.
We'll see. But there's a lot. There's a lot. We want to get to know Una's backstory a little bit more, I think, in season 2. So there's a lot of threads there that we can pick up.
You and I were talking backstage about being an actor and now being behind the camera as a producer, writer, director. But
Because
you're also
Secret Life of American Teenager.
right, with Shailene Woodley. We all remember you from that.
Yeah.
But now you're also producing for people who are actors and writer, producer, directors. What's that like? Like Jay Duplass.
In 30
who's
seconds.
also- yeah.
It's really cool. I honestly am always like, I want to learn from everybody I'm with. Like, it's such a masterclass getting to work with all these amazing people who know more than I do. So with Jay, I'm always like, did I get enough coverage of this scene? He was very generous with me, but it's lovely. It's really fun.
Well, Megan Parker, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. You can stream season 1 of Sterling Point on Prime Video. Run, don't walk, as Gayle likes to say.
Highly, highly recommend because you want to be caught up for season number 2.